we go. I'm not gonna fix that any more than what it is right now. Okay, we're fixing this. We're fixing this. I need tools, that's what I need. Is this correct? Did we figure this out? I keep saying I'm not gonna like futz with it anymore, and then I keep futzing with it. Because it bothers me when I look over and it's like not working the way I wanted it to. Isn't that always the problem though? Okay. I think getting our basic needs met is achievable and we should be advocating for it. Yes, I agree. I'd rather be poor and full than rich and hungry. True. Yeah. I don't think that's like, it's just, I know, and I was gonna say, I mean, it's just Uber Eats, man. I don't think one Uber Eats order is gonna be the defining factor between being poor and rich. I certainly hope not. If so, then Uber Eats prices have gone way up, and it's definitely not a smart financial decision if one Uber Eats. But you know, I'm just saying, as someone who shouldn't order food, occasionally does. I did last night, but it was actually really cheap, and we're gonna eat it for dinner tonight as well. So, you know, technically, at a certain point, very quickly, it becomes cheaper than groceries. Cozy hang, yeah. St. Antoine. At least for now, we're repairing something. What I need is, man, I used to know exactly where it was. Everything around, and I lost track of where it was. Where are you? Where are you? Dum, dum, dum. Somebody in always. Dum, dum, dum. Here's the thing. I recently got a new desk and I reorganized around it. So things are not where they should be, if you catch my drift. And by to the YK. What's the YK? Yes, but also, Cagna, what happened? So months ago, maybe it was just weeks, I tried sending you something and I saw that your account no longer existed. And I was like, oh my God, you finally got banned. Finally got bananaed. Yeah. But how'd you get invited to the you know? Where's my jewelry? Where's my set of like jeweler's things? God, I hate myself sometimes. Boda? The wedding? Yeah. Who's getting married? I forget what it looks like too. Hi, Michael Moon. Your subscription is expiring in 48 hours. I forget what it looks like. And that's a problem. That's a problem. This is very frustrating. Oh my God, this is the most infuriating thing ever. I'm gonna lose it. This is the worst part of like ADHD, right? I was being productive. I was doing a project. I was like, you know what I mean? And then I can't. Because the thing I need is broken. Can I fix it? I don't know, but I have ADHD, so I'm convinced I can. I'm gonna exhaust all my fucking options. And here's the thing, I have been called the most organized, disorganized person by friends, where you look at I know where everything is, okay? Like, I know my brain, well, I was on Wellbutrin for a year, which fucked some things up there, but I tend to know exactly where every little thing is. But the problem is, if I make like a big change and reorg, which I have recently, sometimes my brain is like holds on to the old thing memory, you know?
Hello.
And
hello.
And then I can't find it, and that's what I'm dealing with right now. And it's frustrating because it's like I have no one to blame but myself. But I know that I'm better than this. But also, am I better than this? I do what you're supposed to do. I organize this stuff, and I'm actually really, really good at remembering where I put things compared to the average person. But also, here we are. I need a thing. I don't know where it is. And also, I'm frustrated because this not being able to find this thing is an impediment to me fixing this thing. And this thing is this thing being broken is an impediment to the thing I'm actually trying to do. So I've got 2 layers of impediments now. Oh man, 7 years ago. Yeah, I feel that, Evan. I feel that so hard. God. If it was like 1 layer of impediment, maybe. Well, no, I'd still be pissed because I really don't like it when I can't find something. I really, really don't like it. That sets me off the worst. And there's trauma around that. Part of that is trauma, mind you.
Hi.
Part of that is because I got into a lot of trouble as a child when I would not find something or I would leave something behind. I got into a lot of trouble. Sometimes, fucked up what? No, I wasn't, weak as a child. I just mean, I don't know. Sometimes a trap would be laid for me by a parent, and I would fail it because I was afraid of admitting that I forgot something or that I lost it.
Oh,
and then I would be punished for not
Chief, I need to get my
passing the test. And then I once got suspended from school for a month. I almost got expelled because I left the wrong thing somewhere once. Forgot it, left it behind. That almost changed the entire trajectory of my life. I mean, in a way, it sort of did anyway. So when I lose things, I get particularly angry and frustrated and self-hating.
Yo, I was experiencing that earlier too.
I don't even know what the thing
Very
looks
busy all day, had no time
I
to
don't
eat.
even know what it fucking looks like. I don't remember. I thought it was like a little pack. You know what I mean? I thought it was this like little pack.
Sorry, I didn't see that. Anyone, I couldn't hear anything you were saying until literally just now. I was like, who's talking?
No worries, just trying to kill dead air.
First place I
where's
was.
everybody going? And are we gonna just build our own platform instead, which I think is the real
Some
move.
people are. I'm on Red Note. Guys, please find me there. I want to go live on Red Note.
Why? Did I see it? Because of this
And I
bullshit.
think
Why do
I
have
don't know if
this?
I
I'm gonna
can.
throw this out.
There is an app currently being built by us
Could be useful,
called
but
Neptune
you know
app.
what?
I have my reservations about some aspects to it, but that's still in process. Any app that isn't already built is going to take months, if not years. So.
Well, I think months is really all it should take. If we're really focused and like everyone's working together, and it's not just. I think there's a lot of side projects that are kind of meant to distract us and derail us from actually making something happen. There's been so many things like Chordle. I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
No.
And there's Minds as well. Then there's Donald's Truth app, and then there was Rumble. You know, and it's like we have all these like things where it's like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be the one.
First place I love.
You know,
I'm not going on fucking Truth Social. What are you fucking talking about?
It was just under
exactly.
a different thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That I
Like
didn't
every
move
single one of
because-
these like alternatives
I don't know.
never
Because
really
I
ends up
half-assed
being functional
That's
enough to actually work. And the one that I was using that was actually functional, it was called Call In. It was designed by the All In podcast guys. It worked great. You could podcast from your phone. You can had audio, video, and
this is
an
where I
amazing
cannot-
chat section where everyone could chat together and
Like,
share
podcast,
links
anything.
in the chat. It was amazing.
There are no pressing
It all
buttons.
worked great.
So just drop
The
it
only
there.
thing they were working on is
I'm not
like
supposed to
the
do.
functionality of having like images
just
in
get
the chat
fucking
and GIFs and stuff like that, you know.
Here.
But
Everybody,
you could
calm
podcast
down.
effectively from your phone and broadcast that on multiple platforms afterwards. It worked great, and even on a extremely low internet connection, just like cell phone connection, you could broadcast, you know, a video podcast from your phone, and so it worked great. We loved it. And then Peter Thiel purchased it and shut the whole thing down. And so apparently the functionality was supposed to be integrated into X and Rumble, but it's been like 6 months to a year since
I
he
found the
purchased
thing.
it and shut it down, and the functionality is still not
But
there.
now we're on to the
So,
fact
I
that
mean,
this is
Peter
a
Thiel could
second
have very
impediment,
easily
and
done it
and it's also a
overnight
very
if he wanted.
annoying one.
You know, he could have just like copied and pasted the functionality essentially.
It's a
in, like, a matter
product
of
that like
weeks
breaks
and
really
had that
easily.
integrated
And I've
into
had
Rumble
this before.
right now,
This
but I
is
think
either
that
my
they're just
second or
trying
my
to
third. It
prevent
might be my
anything like
third
that
one
from
of
coming
these,
up
and I haven't used
because
it in
he
a
just
while, but,
bought
like,
it and did nothing with the
the
functionality.
other two
you know,
broke in the same way.
if that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
it's
So-
like I know it's basically like
And I see a lot of things like this where
You know.
there's like a project will come up and it's
that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. Look at that. I just folded a cute little box and it actually makes sense. So now we're gonna put this little screw, teeny tiny little screw right in there. Okay. And it's stupid because the thing I want to use this for is like a project that I was like not even gonna do. Like I decided like, nah, it's too much work. And then I just got like this surge of productivity, and I can basically guarantee that by the time if I manage to fix this, by the time I do, I'm gonna lose all desire to do the little project anyway, because it's stupid and it doesn't, and the amount of work it's actually turning out to be is not actually worth it. Oh, these are different. Sugar. Should have written down which ones they were. It's just it's an Instax 300 wide. I mean, this one was made a while ago. It worked earlier this year. It just has this like problem where. Damn. I didn't realize these were different lengths, but I guess we'll figure it out. I love macaroni and cheese. Used to be my favorite food growing up.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Yeah, we just restarted the live.
No? But yeah, so basically I know that if I manage to fix this, if being the operative word, it's gonna be, by the time I fix it, the thing I wanna use it for is, like, I'm just not gonna have the energy to do that anymore. And it's gonna be a little bit pointless, you know what I mean?
That's annoying.
Don't tell me. Okay, I have to look this up. Mira, thank you. Thank you for the gift.
Hi, hi, hi.
Let me look this up. I'm really annoyed because this one guy like figured out the fix, but literally all he did was like show the photos like inside the camera, like didn't show anything about pulling it apart. Also, photos. Come on, we live in the 21st fucking century. Yeah, exactly. Well, also,
hold on.
so, and as I was saying,
Hold
it's
on,
like
Chief, I need to get my
the return, like I used this once this year. I hadn't used it in years.
Hello, everyone.
And I'm frustrated because like this is, I'm pretty sure, the third one I've owned of these, and the other two have broken. I used to use them a lot more, which is why I was just like, fuck it, I'll buy another one, and then bought another one. Every time they broke, and this one, I'm just sort of like, I refuse to have a fucking third one break.
Hello.
Because it's so just arbitrary
Okay.
too. It's because it's designed poorly. It's 1000%.
Yo, I was experiencing that earlier too.
No, it's not
Very
even
busy
that.
all day,
It's so
have no time to
stupid.
eat.
It's like I wanted to make a silly little TikTok,
You already have to. Oh,
and I
nice.
wanted to have. This is basically like Fuji Instax, so it's sort of like a modern day like
Sorry, I didn't see
Polaroid
that.
thing.
Anyway,
And I
couldn't hear
wanted the
anything you were
prop
saying
of
until
having like a
literally just
Polaroid
now.
camera
I was
to
like,
take a
who's
photo
talking?
in it. It's literally like a
No
split
worries, just trying to
second
kill dead
thing.
air.
And a TikTok is not even like that.
Yeah, where's everybody going?
good.
And are we gonna just build
It's
our
just a
own
joke.
platform instead, which I think is the real
Some
move.
people are. I'm on Red Note, guys. Please find me there. I want to go live on Red Note. And I think I don't know if I can. There is an app currently being built by us called Neptune app. I have my reservations about some aspects to it, but that's still in process. You know, any app that isn't already built is going to take months, if not years. So
Well, you know, I think
Oh, okay.
months is really all it should take. You know, if we're really focused and like
Yeah.
everyone's working together,
I
and it's
fixed
not
my
just
sewing machine. When my sewing machine is from the late 60s, early 70s. I bought it for $20 at a thrift store. And every time it's broken, I have fixed it. I also fixed my boyfriend's PS5. Was it a PS5? Xbox? Xbox. I don't know. Whatever he has. Not a PS5. Xbox. Like, I'm gonna try to fucking fix it. You know what I mean? Fuck this planned obsolescence. Fuck this, like, adding more and more garbage to
I think there's a lot of side
Yeah.
projects that are kind of meant to distract us and derail us from actually
Landfill.
making
Fuck
something
buying
happen. There's been so
another
many
one
things
of
like
these.
Cordal. I don't know if you're familiar with
They
that one.
Made a shitty product.
no.
And there's Mind
You were
as
counting
well.
on
And there's
like,
Donald's
no.
Truth app.
I
And then there was
refuse. I
Rumble.
refuse to play
You know,
the
and
game.
it's like we have all these like things where it's like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be the
If I
one.
can- if I can avoid
You
it.
know,
I'm not going on fucking Truth Social. What are you fucking talking about?
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like every single one of these like alternatives never really ends up being
This is clever.
functional
Look at that.
enough to
That's
actually
really
work.
clever.
And the
This
one that I
is-
was
so this
using
is
that
where
was
you, like,
actually
tie
functional, it was called Call-In.
like a
It was
strap
designed
to
by
it,
the
but it's
All-In
also a
podcast guys.
screw.
It worked great. You could podcast from your phone. You can had audio, video, and an amazing chat section where everyone could chat together and share links
I
in the
like the
chat. It was amazing. It all worked great. The only thing they're working on is like the functionality of having like images in the chat and GIFs and stuff like that, you know. But you could podcast effectively from your phone and
Nobody
broadcast that on multiple platforms afterwards. It worked great, and even on an extremely low internet connection, just like cell phone
I
connection,
might have just broken this.
you
off.
could broadcast, you know, a video podcast from your phone. And so it worked great. We loved it. And then Peter Thiel purchased it and shut the whole thing down. And so
These two little buttons.
apparently
I
the
gotta remember, flashes on.
functionality was supposed to be integrated into X and Rumble, but it's been like 6 months to a year since he purchased it and shut it down, and the functionality is still not there. So, I mean, Peter Thiel could have very easily done it overnight if he wanted to. You know, he could have just like copied and pasted the functionality essentially in like a matter of weeks and had that integrated into
That's
Rumble
the
right now. But I
film
think that they're just trying to
thing.
prevent anything like that from coming up. because he
Yeah.
just bought it and did nothing with the
Problem is
functionality,
not with that.
you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and I see a lot of things like this where there's
What I
like
need-
a project will come up and it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have this like free speech platform. You can say whatever you want. Everything's gonna work great. It's all Bitcoin, blockchain backed, and it's all wonderful and it all makes logical sense
what I
and
need.
open source and yada yada. And then nothing ever comes of it, or
So
it gets
what's
bought
fucked
out
up
by
is
someone
the
and then
lens.
ruined,
I already
you
did
know.
the first bit of a
which
fix.
is what usually happens. Actually,
This
somebody
thing, like,
buys
came
it
off
and then
the
ruins it, drives it
tracks.
into the ground, and it's forgotten, or just becomes like non-functional, like MySpace or whatever. But that's why I think it's as much work as it might be. We really do need to all organize together, whether you're Republican or gay or straight, whatever, you know, and just we need a place where we can all talk about whatever we want, you know. And I think if somebody's gonna say or do something crazy,
Oh, wait. Why is this playing?
online in public, then it's good to know who.
Okay. Hi, God. We're fixing things again. Ignore the mess in the background.
Hiya. Hi.
Oh, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Or is it not? Oh, I wonder if that's the issue.
Hi, guys.
Oh, I wonder if that was the issue. Hold on. Hold on. It's a Fuji Instax wide. I can't do it unless it's closed.
Hi. How's everyone? You can upset that the book burning is here. What do you mean? There are already people burning and banning books. What are you referring to?
One of the motherfucking gears. Let's try it again. Oh my god, chill out. I wonder if maybe if I just spin this around, would that fix it? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Yep. And it's because this camera is designed poorly. This is the third camera to break this way of mine, and I refuse to buy another. And I just wanted it to use it as a prop, as a silly little prop. Do you want to join on voice, God? Just to hang out? 'Cause I'm not looking at the comments very much. Okay. Let's keep pulling apart. Then, shall we? Stop it. I get it. I get it. I get it. We 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 get it. Oh my God. Calm your tits, dude. Hi.
Hola. Is it a gear messed up? Oh yeah, knee high. Or is it gear messed up, or is it stop switch broken? You know, the one that stops it from advancing further.
That's a good question. I think it's probably a gear because I think it's just like a typical issue. The problem is like
Because they'll normally have a little tiny switch in there that tells the little drive motor when to stop. And if that switch goes out, then the little motor keeps going and it messes up the gear. It makes that weird noise.
might be that. How do we figure that out?
Look in there and see if you see a little tiny switch that tells it to stop advancing. Those switches are a pretty common fail point. They put them. They're on a lot of stuff too, but they're cheap and easy to replace.
Yeah, this thing, it might also just be the reason I think it might just also be the gear on this. Firstly, it's flimsy ass plastic, but the reason this usually happens is because it's designed really poorly, and it usually happens in my experience when it gets turned on while it's like in a bag. And so, because when it turns on, the lens is supposed to come out so the gears move, and this is just really easy to like flip while it's in a bag. And so
Yeah,
locked, it gets turned on and the gears start moving and it falls off the tracks. I already put it back. There's already one issue with some tracks that I like fixed, but it just wasn't enough. It fell off like a track that gets moved.
yeah. They just weren't designed to last very long, I guess.
Yeah, they were not. The problem is, like, it was fine. I bought this years ago. This is the third one of these. I don't know if I said that already, but like, the third one of these that I own. And this one I bought years ago, and it was fine. Earlier this year, it was fine. I used it once this year, but of course. I'm actually usually pretty good at when I pull things apart, like marking all the places where I need to put the screws back, but I'm like too ragey right now.
I never do that.
I'm pretty good about it, but come on.
We don't know if TikTok's leaving yet. It's very likely that TikTok is in fact leaving.
Yeah. It's a very good chance.
We just have to wait and see.
We're gonna go down.
I got some messages back from some of those YouTubers before I forget the name of the thing they use is Restream.
Oh, Restream. Okay, cool. I've heard of that.
So if you remember, because I won't remember probably.
Yeah.
I put it in the comments, but I think it got filtered.
Oh, okay. Well, they said basically if they get banned, they said they're gonna go dark. So they're not gonna like, basically the ban like doesn't force TikTok to go dark immediately. The ban forces service providers to stop basically providing service. So it would be like going dark very slowly and painfully.
I don't want to be that guy, but even with the batteries out, that flash could still be charged. I've been gotten by those a few times myself.
Oh.
It's got that big capacitor. It holds. It'll shock.
Okay, I did try. let me see this.
And it's no fun.
How do I fix that?
Take the batteries out and wait a little while. You have to. Okay. It's just a capacitor, so the charge should leave in a little while, or you could take like a, well, you don't have a rubber handle. It looked like you had a metal screwdriver.
Yeah, but
Steer clear of touching the circuit board. It shouldn't take but just a couple of minutes for all the juice to leak out of the capacitor.
alright.
But they use like a 30 to 60,000 volt flash capacitor, so it bats pretty hard.
Is it? Okay.
I learned that from experience. It's not a fun time.
I love that you did. Let's see. This is okay. So these gears advance the. I mean, I have some plastic tools I can use. A little bit.
Those capacitors usually lose their charge in like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It'll all leak out.
Probably.
I didn't know if you still had the batteries in it or not.
So this is that. I'm trying to figure out where. This is when I could use that neck thing if you guys prefer that. Maybe should we do that?
Maybe give it a try. I've worked on a couple of them cameras, I believe, just like that one before. But it's been a while ago.
Yeah.
I think it's been too long ago. I think I did replace some gears in them that I took out of a cassette player or something. I found some that matched.
I'm just trying to move things out of the way so that I'm not like. Whatever. My desk is a mess. But, I mean, I could just do this. Hi guys. Tap, 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 please. Tap, tap, tap away. Tell the algorithm you like me, even though we're doing something totally random today. What? Okay. I went live this morning at like 10. I don't know if you got an alert or anything, but because I woke up or I didn't wake up. I didn't even go to sleep. But as I was doom scrolling at 9 a.m. today, I learned that SCOTUS had sort of like done a last minute announcement of decision day. And people were like, oh, TikTok decision. There's no actual way of knowing that, which I called out at a certain point, but whatever. We'll battle the misinformation later. Anyway, I can swap to this angle if you guys want, but actually this is not too bad.
That's going to be probably in your way. So we don't know whether SCOTUS said anything about TikTok or not.
No, they did
I've been
not.
busy all day. I also haven't slept yet.
You haven't slept yet? Shit, dude. Okay, you don't have to hang out if you don't want to. If you want to go to sleep, please.
No, I was trying to take a nap and I couldn't go to sleep, so I figured I might as well scroll a minute.
Great. Good. Good for us.
I seen you were on, and I jumped back over to my messages to find the name of that thing, and I already forgot again.
Restream.
Restream, got it.
It's an app. It does a lot of things, or it's a service, I should say. I've avoided it and tried to use every other solutions for everything because you do have to pay for it, but it does a lot of things, a lot of stream things.
Yeah, that's what they was telling me. I hadn't looked at it or anything. I messaged a bunch of people like, what do you use to do your multi-stream or multiple guest streaming?
Yeah.
That was the majority of the answers. A lot of people just use OBS or something and then do it all themselves for free, but it's a lot more complicated. They were trying to explain it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get any of that.
I mean, I use OBS, but the problem with the OBS solutions that I've seen so far is like you can't just have like the audience like come in as guests, you know?
Yeah, unless you, they would some people in the from what they were trying to tell me, is you got to program some things to do some different stuff. It looked really complicated.
Maybe it is possible then. Huh. Damn. Thought I'd be able to like more easily lift this out. Hold on, let me see the photo I was looking at. Yeah, I was looking at this. Can I pop this out? Come on. Okay, this. I want to get this off. I want to get this off. Let's see. Let's see what I can use. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Chisels are dangerous, guys.
Yep.
Every time I've hurt myself seriously, it has been with a fucking chisel. Actually, not every time, but most of the time.
There he is.
Bugger! Nope. These all went flying. God damn it. Another one? This is what I get. This is what I get.
No, you got this. It ain't like it's one of them old wind up watches or something. Can't be that complicated.
Yeah. Drop another one. Yes, I did.
Nope, only Toys R Us kids here.
What's that?
Is there an adult here? Nope, only Toys R Us kids here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now I don't know which gear goes where. Let me see if this photo shows. God damn. That goes there. Okay.
It looks like they have different shaft sizes, so it looks like you can't really put them in the wrong place.
Oh, that's good. This step. Hi. I should not be using my phone. I guess it's wrong. Is it this? Okay. Oh, that gets stuck there. Something's not doing anything there. Something's not engaging there.
Are those two gears meshing together good? The one you just put back in there?
Yeah. They are quite good.
Okay. It's-
These are. But there's also, so this is what I was doing before. So if I lift this guy, that spins this. And when I go down, it sort of spins this one. But when I pull it up, oh, there's something getting stuck here. Okay, so maybe it's not the gears that were, not these gears at least. Yeah, that makes sense there. Whoops. Dog hair, of course. Okay.
Yeah, it's what makes things work.
It does. Yeah. Special magic. God, what on earth am I doing? I'm just a mess today. Okay, I hope I put that up. God damn it. Oh man, you know what I think though? I think these little tiny little springs might have to be. What do you think? That tiny little spring looks like it should be engaged on this thing.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna need some tweezers or small needle nose pliers.
I was gonna say, I was gonna make a joke saying, luckily I'm a hairy lady, so tweezers I got. But no, I need tweezers than that.
I think that's your shutter spring, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. My little soldering kit. Just in case. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know if it's worth doing this now because I feel like we're gonna have to get in here maybe to see. Wait. Mm. All right. I don't know if there's a way of figuring out if this is engaging properly though. Oh Lord, now this is messed up somehow. Here, go. What should I do next? So this is spinning.
That's spinning.
It's spinning. Oh, something just got stuck right there. Oh, okay, now I'm seeing it. This is where it gets stuck. Okay. Where are you getting stuck, my dear? What's getting caught? What's getting caught?
My next guess would be the guide pins that guide the lens out so that it stays upright.
So that's what I fixed originally. Because I was able to fix that because you can just like reach into it, and they were off the tracks, these tracks. So I was able to basically pop them back into the track. I don't know if you
Would they? Yeah. So if they're in the track, already.
Yeah. Whoop. Yeah. There we go. Losing gears again.
Cameras have a lot of moving parts. They're a pretty complicated piece of machinery.
I know. It's crazy. Could it be that this ribbon is getting caught? Okay, now it's caught on something. Okay. Now,
I wouldn't say that working on the cameras is something that she does regularly. This is the first time I think we've worked on camera that I've seen.
yeah.
Now, other stuff, sure.
Yeah, I sometimes
Not on
have,
camera yet.
I mean, ironically, because professionally, I use more cameras than anything else. Professionally, cameras used to be my business. But
Yeah, but using them, not working on them, there's a difference. Cameras are like sewing machines. You know, initially you think, oh, that's pretty simple. I could, anybody could build that, but they're actually pretty complicated, especially whenever you have, moving lenses and things. With autofocus and all that stuff, it gets complicated.
yes. Ironically, I did study basically the parts to a camera in college. This is technically part of my education. But of course, yeah, once you get into like the fancier thing, like, yeah, we learned how a shutter works, how, all the basics work. But once you get into like fancier, god damn it, don't tell me I lost in. Right into the dog bed. It's probably not the best place for me to be working on this, to tell you the truth. Oh, there we go. Okay, that engages there. This engages here. This is where it gets stuck. This is where it gets stuck. Oh! Oh, that shocked me.
Oh, you touched it. It still had some juice. Yeah, be careful of that. I'm telling you.
Woo!
And just to think, it's been several minutes, so most of that leaked out of there already.
Damn. Yeah, you weren't kidding.
Mind those capacitors.
Do you think it's like good? Did I take it all? The rest, or?
Yeah, yeah, it's quick release because it's a flash, so it'll dump all of its charge in a single, like what is it, a fraction of a second. I don't remember how quick, but really fast.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt. That's impressive. For a little.
Yep. You could take camera flashes and make all sorts of things, but don't. I'm not advocating for that. I have done it.
Have you? That's interesting.
Yeah, I used to be really into electronics, and people would bring me their broken cameras and VCRs and other things to fix and work on.
Okay, something.
And if you have a bunch of parts laying around, you can build other stuff.
This, okay. You just got to where it gets stuck enough that it's like, aha, I see it. I see the gear. I see the problem gear. It's this motherfucker. Okay, but I gotta get to it.
It's the long screw
Yeah.
gear.
This one.
Yep.
you can see when I spin it, it like flips up.
Oh yeah. So maybe it just slid. Its pin slid back.
Yeah. I'm gonna put these over here. Okay, so how do I get to that motherfucker? That's the real question.
More parts.
Shit, where did that go? Okay, that went there. God damn. Okay, try to remember that. How do I, okay. I guess I might have to remove this whole thing, to get to that gear. Right?
Probably.
I guess I could also take this guy. I'm not going to remember how these things go because I'm live streaming, and that means I don't have photos. I'm not taking photos as I go. That was foolish of me. No, but this is way better.
It is handy to be able to take photos as you're taking things apart. So convenient.
Very convenient. But ironically, my camera is the problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do I have to take this out? I feel like there's got to be a way.
I don't think you would have to take the circuit board out to get the lens to slide out.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. It is.
I mean, you have to either take that little circuit board on the lens off or unplug it. The one by your index finger.
This one? Here you mean?
No, your other finger. That one.
My pinky?
Isn't it attached to your... No, the one by your pointer finger. Isn't it attached to the lens?
Oh, here. Yes. Good point. Okay. I can just pop that off, right? Yeah, I can see.
That looks like the little board that'll have the stop switch on it.
The focus. It says
Yeah,
focus.
it also tells it whenever to tells the lens when to stop trying to go out so that it doesn't strip its own gears out.
You think it's okay to just pull off here?
Probably. Most camera stuff just snaps into place.
Yeah, it's some sticky. There we go. Okay.
Some sticky glue.
Let me take this guy out if I can. This gear? No, I can't. Yeah, I might have to remove the... What's crazy is that that guy... Hold on. No, yeah, he was able to remove the lens without removing the board. However, it's also sort of a...
Oh, you got a YouTube or something?
No, just Imager, but not very helpful or comprehensive photos. does not look pretty. Ay, ay, ay. Aha, okay. Now this gun. Okay, hold on. I gotta use the restroom.
I'm getting coffee. Yeah, and some of them Ruby connectors are super easy to tear too, so be really careful. Hello. Hola.
Okay. All right. So, hi guys. Gotta get. Is the yes, it was discharged into me. It is a reasonable concern. Apparently, we let it sit. It had no batteries for several minutes, like several minutes, and the last bit of it still discharged into me nicely. So we're good. Not well.
Yeah,
It's a fake. Sorry. Go ahead.
for future reference, if you have a rubber handled plastic handled screwdriver, you just short the capacitor across its two top wires, and voila, it'll make a small spark, and it's all gone. Then it can't
Wow.
bite you.
Each by like putting it there. No.
Yeah, just right across them two terminals, and voila.
No, I should have. I mean, I had the tools to do it. I should have just done it. Something just fell off. This is not the best setup for this because I keep dropping things off. Should have pulled out my like workstation thing for this instead of trying to do this on my very messy desk. All right.
Fixing a camera, Fleep. Hi, Fleep. We are fixing a camera.
We are. It's this motherfucker right here. I don't know if I can pull this out anymore. Okay. I'm just snapping stuff now. Okay. Well, so that's This is the guy who's responsible. And this, I need a little light. You love fixing and you love camera. Yes.
He's in the right place for sure. For real, for real.
Oh yeah, nice one. Yeah, I have the reason I have like a bunch of like a jeweler set is because I replaced the lens on my iPhone years ago, like another iPhone, not my current one, but because I dropped it and like literally the only thing that shattered was the lens itself, and I was like, mother. Let's see.
You may have to take the circuit board off. It looks like they're glued together or something.
Yeah, maybe. I know. I feel like no, it's just here. There's like it's just clipped in basically back here. Mhm. Come on. I keep getting like one side and then the other. Back. Oh my god. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll just access it from here. So, the thing is, this is the problem. Down here. This little guy here. Looks like, yeah, the pin broke off.
Oh no.
I bet you it's this little black thing.
Yep, I bet that's what it is. I think you're right.
So is it, yeah, that looks snapped off. Okay. Is it worth just trying to glue it back on?
No, it would never stay.
Never stay. So what I saw this one guy do, he used basically part of a paper clip.
Yeah, a small piece of metal and melt it, heat it up and melt it into the plastic maybe.
Nail this says stand off. Insert nail with glue. Make sure it's upright while the glue cures. So he just did it with a nail, I guess, and glued it.
Very creative.
He glued it. Yeah, this is the motherfucker. Okay. Here. Okay. So this thing is where he did it. Aha, there we go. Okay. Just got that out. He used a nail, but someone else said that they did a paper clip. That's a little loose there. What do you think? God. Oh, he got a call. Maybe we'll use a nail. Oh boy. really have that many nails to choose from. It might be fine. It might be fine to just do it like this. Like this. Shit. What's this? Hey God.
Looks like it fits too loose. It looks like it fits. That paperclip looks like it fits too loose in the shaft hole. Is it pretty
I
snug?
was gonna ask you, is that too loose?
Yeah, that's too loose. Because of the teeth on the gears are so small, there's pretty close tolerances there.
Yeah.
So on a shaft that small, the teeth wouldn't mash tight and they would just slip.
I just don't know if I have a nail small enough. And I guess I could just like widen the hole.
Yeah. That could
Or
work.
the other situation we have is that I'm gonna have to. Oh, this light went out, didn't it? This might be out of battery.
Yep, there it is. That's better.
Yeah, this is our battery. Gotta charge this. This has much battery. Yeah. So it's here. Basically, it's this thing that I think housed the nail thing. So yeah, I could widen it, I guess. What else is this? This is perfect. Okay. This cute little brass nail is perfect.
Good, good.
Now, I gotta decide. I guess I do have to remove this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have to get better access so that you can do a good job.
Yeah, I see there's a nail. It's screwed in down under the circuit board. Ay, ay, ay. We're gonna remember where to put everything back? Absolutely not.
Nope, but we'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Oh, half-price internet. That's a good idea, Philippe. Split the bill.
Yay. Nice. Just hope they don't download anything illegal because you will be liable. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, now we're in business. All right, so this is the thing. So that's interesting. I don't think that's, no, that's not. I didn't snap off. It's just shaped that way. I don't know if you can see that. Wait.
Not really. It's the screen's too small and I can't see all that well anyway.
So this is where the nail has to come out of, basically.
Okay. What is on the right opposite side of that? Is there anything in the way back there?
No. But it is
It's
quite wide. You're thinking I should just run it through like that?
Yeah, like heat up the nail and start on the side that you're poking at now, and shove. That way you get it in the exact right place.
Yes. Would I? I mean, would
And
I?
make a
I'd have to
little
go-
hole through. Heat up the. I'm sorry.
You're saying if I started through here, heated up, went like that, and then came
Yeah,
up.
or it'd be easier if you had like a drill bit of the exact right size, or
Yeah.
just big enough for that. That way TikTok don't panic if you're heating up a nail with over the stove or whatever. Yeah, and
God, so many pieces. I did not do this the way I usually would. I'm usually so good about this. I was angry. I was frustrated. Okay. I'm willing to bet if anything is going to be my teeny tiniest little drill bit. But I kind of want to test it on some scrap.
that's a good idea.
Where is my scrap? This is mostly up there. I do have some down here. Am I down here way? Here.
Trying to fix a camera. That's what she doing. Not trying. We're gonna do it.
All right. Ooh. You're all ready. There you go. There you go, little guy. Yeah, perfect fit. Damn.
Perfect. Nice.
All right. The only okay, yeah. So if we go slowly but surely through here, I can see it marked too.
Yeah.
You think that's the smart idea? Yeah. I mean, there's no other way of doing it.
I think that's a smart idea. It'd be more solid than gluing, just trying to glue to it, because plastic doesn't glue all that well.
Oh, I know.
But if you get that nail to go all the way through that piece of plastic and then put glue down there where you're not at risk of gluing the gear into place,
Yeah.
it'll have a nice solid metal axle to run on, and that should never be a problem again.
Well, should. Until it does the same thing. You know, I'm gonna have to figure out like some sort of way of like. Slow and steady wins the race. Wait, can you guys see that?
Yep, yep, we can see that.
Just don't want to. Or I mean, I guess there's only 9 people in here. I guess people were bored anyway. I'm getting cocky. It's so fast.
It's all right.
Woo! Come on. Aye. Nice. Smelling like burnt plastic.
Nice.
Okay. Hopefully it's like straight.
Yeah, hopefully.
To clean all of this off. Oh, I don't know if I have any canned air left. This is gonna. Okay.
Yeah, normally when I'm trying to help people fix things online, they don't have drills or anything. That's why my brain immediately went to let's heat up a nail and make the hole.
Yeah. Oh snap! You know what? There might be a problem.
What happened now?
Not happened. I mean, fine, but we might not be able to put the. I didn't realize that this is the advancement. This is part of the advancement mechanism for the film. This basically
Oh,
goes like, this pushes the film up. You see, like that. So this pushes the film up through the thing. So that's where we are. That's where we're at. Right here. So it's actually probably going to be in the way. However, I think this is a good solid. We can still put it through there. You know what I mean? And I think it'll still be.
yeah. Maybe cut the head off the nail and make sure that it's flushed down in that hole.
The only other thing is.
Philippe wants you to engage Rizzo vision.
Rizzo is not in the Rizzo vision zone. She's not looking to be on camera right now. I apologize, sir.
Hello, Robin.
Hi, Robin. Actually, you know what? I have a wild and crazy idea. My problem is I don't have good enough wire cutters or anything like that.
Oh, on a date with yourself. At least you're keeping good company.
Oh yeah, best company.
Well, if you're on a date and you're with us, then you're on a date with all of us now.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be the greatest date I've ever been on. Oh, I love that. Love it. That's me. Yeah, you're on a date with all of us, you hoe bag.
No.
Oh, that was faster than expected.
That thing is a camera.
flying a little too close to the sun on this.
Gosh.
I showed while I was playing the game. No, this is a different camera. This one, I was about to say, this one actually works, except it doesn't. This is a whole different one.
Oh yeah, the camera she was showing while playing the game that's a much simpler setup.
Yeah.
And probably much more solid built.
Right, because you're not going through easy. You're not gonna make this easy, are you? Are you?
No, it's not in working condition at the moment. Soon, maybe.
Have a little faith, God.
I try to remain optimistic. I know people say that's silly, but I try to.
Come on. It's getting stuck. Might have to widen it a little bit. I don't know why.
It's so cool that you have your own office, Robin. Robin's office.
Yeah.
The office of Robin.
Robin's office. Oh man, I'm excited to watch Severance season 2. You guys watch that?
What is it?
It's a TV show. It's an Apple TV show. That basically like, oh god, how do I explain it? It's sort of an odd, like magical realism thing. Not real. I don't know. It's, man, you're gonna have to watch a whatchamacallit, God. A trailer. It's about like
I'll try to remember.
it's not very realistic either. Oh man, how do I explain it? Can someone explain it? Can someone think of a way of explaining it?
Hola, amigo.
Hell yeah.
I might have to go to Robin's office just to get some of the free tea and markers and coloring books.
Free tea and markers and coloring books. I love that.
Well, I'm sure I could come up with a use for them. The other things, I'm not sure what, but maybe. That would be a long trip for free coloring books and markers, though.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah. Do you see what I did there?
Fit right in there.
Right in. Work smarter, not harder, but also work harder to make it work smarter. Shit. And this fell out. Now I don't know how to clip this back in. Ah! How does this connect? Oh no. Oh no.
If it just fell out, you should be able to just put it back in easy peasy.
quite make sense. Oh, maybe it's like this? Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now the problem is the length of this thing. I'll fix that later. This.
Yeah, you got to figure out how long it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I mean, it was very short. The little the little piece that we found.
Yeah, but was that all of it?
Yeah. There was, actually, you're right. There was a piece in here as well. I guess it doesn't matter if it's.
Where were you last night, Robin, when we needed tea?
Yeah. I might be able to leave this whole thing built, actually.
It looks like it. I'm gonna be honest, Robin. I don't know anything about you either, but what's not to like so far? Robin is awesome, obviously.
Obviously. Probably do that, man. Nope. Okay.
And just for the record, I don't go around just saying everybody is awesome. Most people are not awesome.
Yeah, have you met this guy, man?
Yeah.
Very effusive, which we love. Okay, that, I guess that just in there. Oh.
And for those people that left this live stream while fixing stuff, if they're not entertained by fixing stuff, I don't want to be friends with them anyway.
There you go.
We don't need that kind of negativity.
Okay.
That is a good way of putting it. So many people are less than satisfactory. That is perfect. Then true. I wonder if I should start rating people to giving them a review on the internet. Give this person 1 star. This one gets 2 stars. Less than satisfactory.
Oh, sugar. Snapped it in too quickly. All right.
Yeah. I try not to judge people, but sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes.
Okay. Oh my God! Stop it. Chill the fuck out, will ya? So the problem here is, are these the exact same? They might be. Yes, I believe they are. Okay. So that might not be the worst thing in the world. Is it like this? Goodness. Hey, hey, hey. is it possible? Ah. I believe this is the situation we've got right here. No, it's not. Is this the situation we got right here? What the hell?
This is the situation.
Hell on earth? Okay, let me see if that has a photo.
Oh, cool. What kind of food you getting?
Okay, it was like this.
Nice.
Moldovan. Oh wow. What kind of food is that? Like, I mean, I know it's from Moldova, but I don't know anything about Moldovan food. What kinds of dishes is it? Is it just like this? What is going on? Ah, there we go. Maybe.
Similar to Polish food.
Similar to, okay. Oh, a little bit about Polish food, not much.
We are fixing a camera.
Well, trying to. Anyway.
Eastern European.
This can't be this hard.
No, this is why all the companies wanted to switch to digital cameras, because it is a complicated thing to put regular cameras together with all the gears and stuff.
Yeah. And they suck for that.
Yeah.
So the problem is basically, sorry, you were gonna say something?
I was just gonna say that, but you don't have to have any skill or practice or teaching to build digital cameras.
Well, that's not true. It's just
Like
you don't need mechanical. You need like
you don't need any kind of mechanical skills.
Yeah.
And I've seen those assembly lines where they put the regular digital cameras to new age digital cameras together. It's all done by robots mostly.
Yeah. And it's all programming and electronics and stuff. I think the thing is, I like mechanical stuff just in general, just because it's sure you sort of need some skills, but mostly with mechanical stuff, you can also, it's so much more accessible, right? Like most people, or most simple mechanics, you can look at it and you can see how it works, and then you can like, you know, react accordingly.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Oh, goodbye, Robin. Have fun on your date.
Where's it in the resistance? Yes. Exactly. Please.
But I do agree, mechanical is easier for us regular people to fix than the programmed digital stuff.
Yeah. It's also like not behind. It's easier to lock. It's harder to lock behind proprietary nonsense. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, didn't one of those have a larger shaft hole than the other? Or are they identical?
They're identical. I think the issue is more just the order of it. It's like not just like one, two, three. You know what I mean? Like it's like one
Yeah.
gears is sort of sandwiched between two of the pieces, and it's like impossible to get this to stay put while I'm like getting that in place. But also, you know what? Maybe I can easily get it to stay put. I'm gonna stuff this in here. I'm gonna wedge that in because I can access that after the fact. What about TV cameras? What about TV cameras?
They are also very complicated because of the focus and stuff and all the gearing to move the lenses. Or the older ones were. Do they still use the same old kind of cameras to film TV shows like live? I bet they do.
No, definitely not live. You can definitely less in TV, but in movies, you know, you still have some people shooting on film and stuff. In fact, apparently, film is having a resurgence now. Kodak, you know, shut down a lab a few years ago, and they're reopening a lab now. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, okay. I can't, that's not a drawer. So let's reattach these things. First, okay, so first I've got some screws here. We're just gonna assume it worked out, right? And we're gonna start and stuff on.
That's the best course of action, I think.
Okay, cool. Great. So I've got a whole bunch of different types and sizes of screws in here. They look, or just lengths rather. They just look identical, but that seems right. I feel like one of these was longer. Is it possible?
She did wire an outlet. What are you talking about? Easy peasy. We can do anything.
Yeah, I wired an outlet. Yeah, I can do this.
Tune in next week where we will be. Oh, we better not. We'll be making our own deuterium.
Our own what?
Deuterium. Heavy water.
Anyway. Oh, God.
Maybe we'll make some cesium on the barbecue pit.
Do you actually know how to do that? I bet you would.
Yeah.
What do you need? What are the ingredients?
You need some. Let's see. I'll have to look. I got a list. I don't remember right offhand, but I know you got to do it in argon environment. Otherwise, it just bursts into flames.
Oh, okay. But is it like
Not a sealed flask.
are the materials like easily accessible, or are they things that like we could buy at the grocery store?
Yeah, you could order the materials on Amazon in bulk.
Yikes. That's not very comforting.
Well, it's not widely known how they build and.
Yeah, I did need. Well, Carl, when wiring an outlet, like I didn't. If I had just Googled the instructions to wire the outlet, it would have been fucking fine. This is mechanical also, and also like professionally, I work in the film industry, and like I literally in college learned how cameras work. So the basics I understand. I also, you know, have soldered stuff. And to be fair, and like, you know, God has given me advice and stuff too in here.
But we're mostly just poking around a mechanical thing. It's really not that difficult.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Japanese. Let's say
To get deuterium, you just need to. Not everybody needs to know. Never mind. But yeah, you have everything for doing that at home. Everybody does. Just electrolysis and water. That's it. Easy peasy. Very slowly.
Like electrolysis. I have like I made a DIY electroplating kit a while back. Could I just use that?
Yeah, you could just use that. Just keep putting little bits of electricity in there. And voila da da. Sooner or later. Yep.
Okay, now
You wouldn't get much out of just takes a long time to build. That's why I guess it's not that big a deal that people knows or to cook off. Time is the factor there. Also, that's an outside project, either that or under a vented hood.
Gotcha.
If people aren't learning how to do that sort of stuff on YouTube, do they even watch YouTube, or what are they watching?
Trying to get it all neat. Where's my angled? Here we go. I love that this live attracted the same people that the like outlet rewiring one attracted.
Yeah.
Makes sense. There's not many of us in here, but
No, I think I figured it out. I think the algorithm really likes it whenever you use your that tone of voice whenever you get riled up at people. That's when the numbers start picking up.
people like drama. That's weird.
Yep. I thought about messaging you the other day and just seeing just start talking as if you were talking to some of those MAGA people, and just to see if the numbers start picking up.
Yeah. You stupid son of a bitch.
I know there for a while there was people figured out that you could just have like flashing lights in the background, and the algorithm would send you more people.
Really? Because it would be like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, important stuff going on here. Let's send more people that way. But too many people done it, and then they made it to where it didn't do that anymore.
Smart. Nope.
It learns.
Yeah, as it should. Maybe we'll use some other tape. This is. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Where is my electrical tape? Where is it? Motherfucker.
Can't find my electrical tape for some reason. Just because it's just not my day today, okay? It's just not my week. So I'm just gonna use some fucking paper tape. Get this shit, really.
Yeah, you'll find the electrical tape whenever you're not looking for it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Replace the blade. Oh, did I cut too deep, maybe? Alright, good enough. Hopefully, it won't cause too much friction in there. I don't know where the fuck this is supposed to go. Kind of floating around here, I guess. Alright, yeah. Here's the thing though, now that I'm doing these gears, it's stuck, but that might be because it's engaged properly finally. What do you think?
I think probably so. Because if the gears would have been engaged like they should have been, you shouldn't have been able to move the lens in and out by hand like that.
I guess we could always just get zapped again.
Just be real careful where you put your fingers.
One thing.
The funny thing is, everybody's scared of wall outlet 110 and 120 power, and you probably got zapped by the flash worse than what you would from a wall outlet.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Actually, it's funny that you kind of read my mind. I was gonna say the one thing I don't think I understand any longer. I did learn this at one point, and I knew this at one point during college, because we do study this as well. Like why it's voltage that unalives you, right? Not amperage.
That's kind of a misconception. It's both. It could be either or, depending on the exact situation.
So why is that? What's the thing that's happening there?
It has to do with your body's electrical system, like your heart and brain. I forget what they call it. The little bits of electricity get interrupted.
Okay.
That's the big deal with the high voltage, because our bodies run on pretty high voltages. By their little neurons, the little things that carry the electricity from your muscles and stuff. So whenever you go over that, it's just like any other circuit; it could burn out.
What am I trying to?
The electro boom guy on YouTube does a really good long 30-minute explanation of that.
Okay. Now what else do we have to do? We're gonna do this guy on top. There's a bunch of screws that I can't forget to. It's actually
I'm sure your shutter springs are back attached.
Yeah. That I will. Those are kind of fun. I do this now? Well, and this also.
Might have been easier. Oh, come on. Okay. Great. Now, at least one of these. Let's see what else. Okay. I'm not sure which. Should we just start with long ones and see, and then if they don't fit, we can switch to the short ones?
Yeah, pretty much you should. Most of the time you can tell which ones are supposed to be short.
I don't know if you can. They look literally identical on top, and some of them are like, they look like the same hole. Doing the exact same thing, and one of the screws is a little short. And I'm gonna start with long screws on each one. Then if I hit a wall, I'll switch to a small screw, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I can't tell if that's also a screw hole. I have a feeling that's a shorter one, but I don't have many long screws left. Feeling it's a shorter one. Let's start with a long one anyway. I just want to take a moment to appreciate the way this is designed. I'm sure most jewelers drivers are, but like the fact that this is free spinning means like you can basically hold it straight. You can use your palm to add force to it, but still spin it freely. So all you need to spin are your fingers. So you're not like fumbling with the weird things like that. I'm sure most of them are like,
Yeah.
not all of them. I just want to take a moment to appreciate the ingenuity. It's just smart. I like well designed things, and I like the jewelers. Right.
Yeah, that looks like a very well designed screwdriver. I got some jeweler's tools, but they're plasticky, cheap.
Okay, this looks like it might have a. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting hungry. My hands are starting to shake. Yep. Another one. Yeah, my hands are starting to shake. I need food. I think these get screwed in. Yeah. Okay. Probably it for that. Now, this thing keeps falling out. Can't forget that. But, leave this. There we go. And this guy.
So easy the first time. There we go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. Great.
Looks like good work.
You. Okay. Does this go on next? Oh, actually, you know, this is not the shutter thing. This is the focus. So this thing that says the focus, because the way it works, this only has 2 focus settings. One's like wide and one's kind of close up. So this, and you do it with this. You go, and then it'll adjust. So that's basically, there's literally
Okay.
a switch. It's an interesting little way.
So it doubles as like a screen cap, a lens cap.
No. What do you mean by that?
Like whenever you turn it, it opens the outer lens, or no?
No. When you turn it on, the lens extends and it opens. And then this
Okay.
is just, for some reason, it's just, you just go like this. It's like a switch. Like, yeah, you basically go like that, and it switches it and goes, and it switches it to like the wide angle lens, and then, or the close up one. It's the same lens, but yeah.
Yeah, I get you. The cow update is we just think she's really old and is probably not going to make it much longer.
Sugar.
Philippe asked how the cow was.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Felipe who was asking, but he last night he texted me, or this morning he said, "Pray for Sugar the cow." He doesn't pray. He just, but
Yeah.
Sugar the cow.
They did all the regular stuff, and we'll give it a day or 2 more and see what happens. That's pretty much all we can do. We're doing what we can, though. That's what matters, I guess.
Okay, so this is probably I have to do this. Oh, you know what else I gotta do? This. I'm not entirely sure how this went. Like this, maybe.
Is that the battery door?
No.
Oh, it's the button thing. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't. It's clear what it is. Get that pinched in there. God, this is always. What's in the way here? Go. Ugh. I don't know if I something wrong, or it's like snap. It's like supposed to snap in somewhere. Yeah.
It could be either one.
Fuck. Nope. Still not. Something here. Something here.
You got this, kid.
I know that wasn't intended for me, but I'm gonna take it like it was intended for me. Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, you got this. It ain't nothing but a thing. Easy peasy.
I'm hungry, dude. I think I need food. Oh, you know what it is? I bet it's this. I bet it's that. That's the motherfucking switch. Wait. Okay, get you on there. Or maybe not. I need food. I'm getting dizzy. My hands are shaking. And I'm like ready to hit this with the rubber mallet.
Yep. Time for a food break.
Ugh, my nose is itchy. Let's reheat some Chinese.
You're not you when you're hungry. Get a Snickers.
You're not you when you're hungry. Is that an ad?
Yeah. Yeah, from the Snickers commercial.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
The candy bar.
Candy bar. Alright, let's get. Ugh. Emily, you still in here? How do you recommend I reheat this? Oh, God. Should I just put it in the air fryer? I've got noodles too. I could put the chicken in the air fryer. Although that might burn the sugar. I've got chicken and rice and noodles. Should I put it in the toaster oven? Philippe?
I do know. I was under the impression we're not supposed to reheat rice.
Yeah, we're not.
People do it.
People all around the world do. Oh, did you hear that? Philippe? I'm usually not this useless, but my brain is so dead.
You could steam it if you have one of them steam tray things to go in a pot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that might make some of it soggy. I don't know. I'll show you Rizzo. Will you tell me how to make food?
I was thinking steam for the rice so that it doesn't get crispy, and then What I do is heat the chicken in a pan with a little bit of oil and a lid.
Yeah. Rice, chicken, and veggies that you reheat. How do you reheat it? Oh, you just said you were just saying a pan, oil, lid. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah. But if you put the rice in the pan and the pan gets hot, then the rice gets crunchy spots, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Fried rice. Be good. Don't judge me. Stove. Yeah, it's just a stove.
Thou shalt not judge.
Thou shalt not judge my dirty. I'm on like a nocturnal schedule right now, and I'm also like super fucking depressed. I'm like anxious about the TikTok ban and depressed. I'm like, I told Philippe, like, part of me is like, I want to spend every waking minute with my peeps this week. Everything gets fundamentally going to be different, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought about doing that too, just spending as much time as possible on the TikTok until it's gone or whatever. But then there's also life,
Yeah.
so that's not really possible. And since I read about it, I'll try the thing. If you're depressed, we are here for you. Sorry, I'm still not going to be good at it. If you're sad, we will listen.
I love that you looked that up. That's such a sign of like, someone really cares. What to say. I've been debating whether or not to like, I do one of those posts where I'm like, talking a little bit about how TikTok really changed my life, really saved my life genuinely. But then I'm like, no one cares. But then I'm like, no, but I want to tell people anyway. But I keep going back and forth, And I'm like, you know what? I'll just spend time with my people on live.
Yeah.
I kind of want to thank TikTok because it really did save my life. Like, genuinely.
It's been nice. I wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm glad I started using the internet more. And
Me too, God. I'm really glad you're on the internet. I'm really glad we found each other on the internet. Or rather, you found me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you just stopped in my life.
Well, I'm a simple man. I see a I see a Geiger counter and I watch. I can't help it. It was science based.
We're fixing things. It's not half bad, right?
Right. I've learned a lot from here for sure. For real.
From
For real.
TikTok in general, or from our lives?
From our lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was gonna ask before they take the TikTok away. Would you say that I have gotten better at peopling skills?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I mean, better.
Okay, I guess it works.
Yeah, I guess better, sure. But I don't know. You just seem good at them anyway. Yeah, sure, maybe a little better. But that also, like, if I didn't know better, I would also just assume that was like maybe shyness and stuff. But no, I guess you've gotten more comfortable just like speaking your mind and stuff on here as well, which isn't always peopling skills, technically. But yeah, I think so.
Well, actually, I was supposed to do this and learn this thing and go out in public, and that way I wouldn't tell people, "Shut up, I'm talking."
Well, ironically, if anything, you learned how to do that even more here.
It's been a fight to not tell people, "Shut up, I know more than you, I'm talking." It's hard to do sometimes.
It really is.
It is a fight.
It's funny. I wonder if I've gotten worse at people skills since coming on here because it's like you got to go off of. Like, I don't know if I've gotten worse at people skills since I've been on here, or just I was worse at people skills in general because I was already so isolated because like since the pandemic. I might have just gotten bad at people skills in general.
That was the other thing because I've spent so many years, just working by myself mostly, and I was like, oh, you need to talk to other people.
Yeah.
You need to hang out with people. And my reply to that is I am not going to where there are people at. So the next thing was he was all like, social media.
Yeah.
So he put a bunch of them on the list. Try these.
Might be too much work. Do I want, or do I just want? I'll just use it.
You may eventually have to get a microwave.
Now, I got rid of the microwave.
I've thought about getting one lately just because they make them much smaller now.
Yeah. Well, I just realized part of it was like,
I've had microwaves before. We just don't have one now because our kitchen area is so small. They are handy. I still remember the first time I seen a microwave. I like to lost it.
really?
Yeah.
Wait, when did you? Hold on. I can only somewhat hear you. Come on, I turned this down. It's too hot.
I was already like 15, 16 years old before I ever saw a microwave.
Really?
Yeah, one of my older brothers bought one for our mother for her birthday or something. He had been off to somewhere else in a different part of the country and seen it, and he's all like, "Yeah, that's we got to have one of those."
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I got rid of a perfectly good microwave years ago. And I think in large part it was because at the time, firstly, it was just like a paint. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have room for it. I was like, if I can get rid of this and make do without, great. Because I really love my toaster oven. I think it's far superior to a microwave. And even though it's small and it's not as fancy as Philippe's toaster oven, whatever. But I also was like, I was eating frozen meals like half the time. And actually, I don't know if at that point I had stopped. But I started realizing like everything that I heat up in the microwave, it tastes better heated up some other way. And I would like, and outside of like making microwave meals, which I think at the time I like had even stopped doing it, I was like, I don't really need it, and if it encourages me to just not eat microwave meals, then that's even better. Ironically, I've switched over to, like Trader Joe's fucking oven meals, but they're far superior.
Yeah, they're better.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's like this mix. If I remember correctly, it's this mix of like every other option is better, and the things in which this is like. When there's no other option, I probably shouldn't be eating that thing anyway.
Yeah. We mostly just used the microwave for reheating leftovers, so whenever we moved into the smaller house, I'm like, if there's any leftovers, the dogs can have them.
There you go.
So it's not really wasting.
It's not wasting. Exactly. It's just it's readjusting your priorities. I will say though, like, reheating stuff, I don't know why my brain is so dead. Where I was like, who's gonna reheat it? I think because Philippe has very particular, like, don't reheat like that, reheat like this. And now I'm just like, okay, how do you say I reheat this?
But like 99% of the time, if you just reheat it like on the stove, so much better. Pizza. Have you reheated pizza on the stove ever?
In the oven, yeah.
Do it on the stove.
On the stove.
Yeah. Like in a pan on the stove. It's like the best, that's the best way to reheat pizza.
Flowers? Awesome. Robert's on her way to get flowers.
You're getting flowers. Did you get yourself flowers? Or are you getting yourself flowers like on a date?
I don't remember. Do you have a gas or electric stove? Because I have a gas small stove and it reheats pizza so good.
I have gas.
I love my little gas oven.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about the oven is that you just gotta wait for it to heat up.
See, I have a very small oven, so no waiting for it to heat up. It's like out of an RV.
Nice.
So things cook much faster, which I keep trying to tell the kids and the wife, you don't use the timing on the packaging for things you cook in the oven with a small oven. It's going to be a much shorter amount of time. So everything cooks in a smaller box much faster.
I didn't know that. But I guess...
Which, it's got its upsides and downsides.
Yeah. You can't get always...
You can only put one pizza in there at a time, and with 2 teenagers and 2 adults, one pizza is not enough.
I will say, I usually heat up pizza now. I mean, nah, because I do frozen pizza. You can do it in the toaster oven, which is basically like more than it is like microwave. But you take the time, do it on the pan, because it crisps up the bottom too. You know what I mean? Like a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the bottom. The pizza crust, definitely crispy.
Yeah. Give me this on low heat. Well, if I show you my pan, you're gonna see my sink with all my dirty dishes. This is way too much food. I tried to convince Philippe to come over and have some of this food with me. Oh, we were laughing. We were laughing at your joke earlier about I forget how Philippe said it, but we were talking about the Chinese food, and he was like, "So was God right?" I think that's what he said. About wonderful Asian kitchen. And I was like, if they wouldn't lie. It was like, yeah. And we laughed.
It was wonderful.
It was wonderful. You were giggling. They wouldn't lie to you. You should know, we laugh at your jokes a lot. God.
And the plus side is you found a place to get good, cheap, wonderful Chinese food.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah.
I do know that thing that I was talking about, though, like people see a higher price at a restaurant and they just, to them, it's better, whether it is better or not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you just reminded me, when I was a kid, like a child, and I was like, I'm going to be a scientist. For a while, I wanted to be an inventor. If that makes sense. And then I was like, I'm going to be a lecturer.
That's Mark Twain. Kind of both.
Kind of both. Mainly the right. Mainly the right is killing TikTok. And they got the left to do it by appealing to their most right-wing nonsense. Bullshit.
I've seen so many people on TikTok in the comment section and on live stream saying, well, I'm glad they're doing away with TikTok. Well, they didn't have to be here.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. They didn't have to use it.
Yeah.
They could have just stuck with Facebook or whatever.
Like, okay, just go. No one cares, dude. Food thermometer. I don't know if it's. I guess reheating it, I don't have to get it back up to temp, to the same temp at least. Right?
No, you shouldn't have to.
I don't have to get it up to 165, but. What's the safe temp to reheat to? No.
For chicken, 160,
Well, that's
162.
so I gotta get it up to 162 for reheating as well.
For reheating, I don't know. That's just make sure it's safe for eating.
Yeah, for eating it's 165. For meat, just in general. But for reheating, I'm curious.
For reheating, I would assume just whatever you wanted, however hot you wanted it to be, provided it's been well refrigerated and stuff.
Yes, he sent. Do you know how laws are passed? And did you not hear what I said? You know laws are passed in Congress, right? And this was a long-standing effort by the right, and they finally got some Democrats, enough Democrats, to vote in favor of it with a couple of things. Number one, an aid bill for Ukraine. But number two, by telling them that pro-pal content was proliferating on this app, which, like I said mainly the right, but the way they were able to do it is by appealing to the left's, or some of the left's most right-wing views, and that is on the pal situation. No, Mark, they had enough votes to override the veto. That's, okay, you don't know what you're talking about. They had a veto-proof majority. You can look up the numbers. Don't make bullshit up. They had a veto-proof majority. God, I hate people who just assert things without actually having a fucking, like, that is literally
Mark doesn't.
easy to look up.
That's not how the veto works, buddy.
They had a
Sorry.
veto-proof majority, dude. Why so rude? I'm correcting misinformation because you're asserting something that you literally could have Googled to have the accurate information on, and yeah, no. Getting a little burnt rice on the bottom. It's okay.
Some people like that burnt rice.
I have it.
Matter of preference.
165, but I think it's probably fine. Oh, you're not listening to a single word I'm saying, Mark. Okay. Stop wasting my time.
Oh, they had Democrats here.
If you're not going to listen to a single word I'm saying. I literally just explained it. Twice, in fact. Look at Aaron Parnas's video. Which one? What's it about? What is it? Also, no. Just tell me what it's saying. Dude. Oh my god. And I just told you, Mark, it had a veto-proof majority. Stop talking if you don't understand what you're talking about. Literally just told you. You said they never would have had enough votes to override the veto, and I told you straight up, they literally did. They didn't even have to, he didn't have to veto it for us to know that. The initial vote already, it was veto-proof majority by a long shot. So why are you asserting things? Doesn't matter. Okay. You're just here to fucking troll. This is my problem with people like you. You don't care You care more about the message you're trying to push than you care about having the facts, which is how I know your message is bullshit, and you should too. The facts don't support your conclusions or your opinion. An honorable person would adjust their opinion or their conclusions. Someone who's acting in bad faith is going to ignore the facts and just keep asserting their bullshit. You didn't, but no, Mark, no, you didn't ask a fair question. You asserted something incorrectly, and I corrected you. You said that they never would have had enough votes to veto, and I told you could literally have looked it up. It passed with a veto-proof majority. Very simple. I also told you twice, no one claimed that no Democrats voted for it. What I explained to you, it was an effort led by Republicans for many, many years. You can look this all up. It's really not that hard. It was Republican-led effort, and they finally got enough Democrats to join in when they did two things. Number one, they included it in an aid bill that included aid to Ukraine. And number two, by basically convincing Dems that there was too much pro-Pal content on here, which is why this whole thing started when you said, oh, who needed to shut down TikTok, with the left or the right? And I said, mainly the right, but they used the left's most right-wing opinion to do it. The thing that Democrats are most right-wing on is the is-pal situation. That is the most right-wing thing that they are, they fucking agree with Republicans. Most of them. Not every single one of them. Most of them. That was used by Republicans to finally get Democrats to help them pass that fucking bill. They also added it to an aid bill. Okay, that's now the third or fourth time I've explained that in here. The president, oh my God, okay. I'm gonna block you. This is a waste of my time. It has been explained to you.
I watched what was that guy's name?
Aaron Parnas.
Aaron Parnas's video. I've seen him before. I've fact-checked him a bunch of times. I haven't this time, but it looks like Biden is trying to make TikTok state. And he's getting his information from MSNBC. But I'm going to try to look into it a little bit more.
Yeah. Let's do it. You missed out. Well, not entirely. We're still doing it. We're still fixing this camera. We were fixing my camera earlier. I got hungry.
I'm going to BRB. I'm going to go fact check that.
Fact check the shit out of it. Oh my God. But my hands started shaking and I was getting hangry and dizzy. So I had to pause to eat. My workstation is a mess. I don't like working like this. Everything is chaos. Oh, damn. God damn. Okay. Never mind. My laptop's overheating, even though it wasn't doing anything on it. All right, let's see on here. Riz. Whoa.
First time ever I got to see a filtered comment and approve it. Your Riz comment is getting filtered as like spam. This is the first time I've ever gotten to like approve a comment like that. Okay, Biden, TikTok. Oh! Biden administration looks for ways to keep TikTok available in the U.S. Barring action by the Supreme Court, a ban in the U.S. the popular app is set to begin on Sunday. President Joe Biden's administration is considering ways to keep TikTok available in the U.S. The ban is scheduled to go into effect on Sunday proceeds. Americans shouldn't expect to see TikTok suddenly banned on Sunday. And they're exploring options for how to... What do you fucking mean, exploring options? All you gotta say is that the... Biden just has to fucking rubber stamp it and say, okay, you've met the requirements of the law. Holy cow. Fucking finally, Democrats are wising up to the fact that they fucked us. They got played so hard. They got played by Republicans so fucking hard. So fucking embarrassing. Still, a White House official insisted that not enforcing the ban, if it is upheld, is not an option. Hi, Straight Edge. Sorry, I'm like wolfing this down. I think I need to make a post about this now. Yeah, you're right, Serge. You're probably right about that. Cool, I can approve filtered comments now. That's amazing. Mmm. Yay. It's about time. Oh my God. We've gone full mukbang. There's a lot of food. Whew.
Hiya.
No, SCOTUS is not ruled in TikTok ban. Who said that? Who said that?
Hi, guys.
Mm. Thank you. Be quick. I'm about to end this live. Not to be rude. I'm not trying to say that rudely, but I'm about to end my live and make a post about the newest updates.
Hi. How's everyone?
Yeah.
You convinced yet that the book burning is here? What do you mean? There are already people burning and banning books. What are you referring to?
The cactus. What it? Thank you, Warmjin. That's so irresponsible. Please comment on them and on the video and say no, they fucking haven't. It's so irresponsible. He doesn't think it's good. Like, what the fuck? Firstly, he has a 50% chance. Yeah, well, yes. I'm trying to wolf this down so I can stop the live and then... I mean, I can stop the live, but... new update to TikTok ban, sort of. Biden admin is, like, looking into ways to basically ensure TikTok is not banned on Sunday.
Hi, guys.
Okay. Wolfing this down. Sorry.
Hiya.
I'm gonna get sick.
Hi, hi, hi.
Alright. No worries.
Hi, guys. Hi. How's everyone? You convinced yet that the book burning is here? What do you mean? There are already people burning and banning books. What are you referring to?
Alright. Now there's only 3 of you in here. I don't know what happened to my mods. Straight edge, I guess you disappeared. Alright. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna make a little video about this update and then I'll be back. Okay? We'll finish fixing the camera and we'll talk about, yeah, updates.